The National Association of REALTORS and the Vail Board of REALTORS want to make sure you have talking points regarding the Burnett versus NAR trial verdict. The following talking points are for use in discussions with clients and the public about NAR's position following the Burnett verdict. Please stick to these messages in any presentations or conversations, and do not speculate if you are asked a question that you can't answer. The Burnett case is a class action lawsuit that was filed in Missouri federal court by a group of home sellers. NAR was named as the defendant in the case, along with several corporate defendants. The plaintiffs alleged violations of the Sherman Antitrust Act and argued that NAR's cooperative compensation rule amounted to a conspiracy to fix commissions paid by home sellers to buyer brokers. The rule, which is applicable to certain multiple listing services, requires listing brokers to specify the compensation that's being offered to buyer brokers who bring a buyer to a transaction. On October 31st of this year, the jury returned a verdict against NAR and the corporate co-defendants and awarded $1.78 billion in damages to the plaintiffs. NAR will appeal the decision. It believes that the jury reached an outcome that is not supported by the law or the facts presented in the case. NAR's rule does not specify any compensation amount that should be offered. NAR has always said it could be any amount as low as a penny. And when asked this past summer if it could be zero, NAR advised it could be zero as well. Other rules throughout the MLS handbook and NAR policy expressly prohibit MLSs, associations, and brokers from setting or suggesting any such amount that should be included in that field. That number is completely at the discretion of the listing broker and their client, and it is always negotiable. NAR stands by the benefits of cooperative compensation, the practice of a listing broker making an offer of compensation to buyer brokers who bring a successful buyer to the transaction. The cooperative compensation practice makes efficient, transparent, and accessible marketplaces possible. Cooperative compensation benefits sellers because they can attract more qualified buyers for their home, which increases their chance for the best offer. And it benefits buyers who can have more choices of homes and afford professional representation to help them navigate through what for many will be the most significant transaction in their lifetime. Without cooperative compensation, many first-time home buyers and lower income buyers couldn't afford to pay for representation out of pocket. Military veterans would also be disadvantaged if listing brokers are prohibited from paying buyer brokers, as the term of VA loans prevent veterans from making such payments themselves. So here are several additional talking points and things you can do as a realtor. This verdict and other pending actions don't change the many choices that buyers and sellers have when choosing to buy or sell their home. They can choose to hire a real estate agent who is a realtor, or to hire someone else, or to do all the work themselves. Continue explaining to consumers the choices they have when it comes to representation during the home buying process, and articulate the value that you bring to their experience. Continue expressing to clients, friends, and family that compensation arrangements, including commissions, are and have always been negotiable and set between a broker and their respective client. Continue to use your listing and buyer agreements to help clients understand, 1, exactly what services and value you are providing, and 2, importantly, how much you charge. Continue explaining that listing brokers decide how much compensation to offer in their seller's best interest, and it can be zero, a penny, or any amount. NAR rules do not specify an amount. This is negotiated between brokers and their clients. Most importantly, reiterate that realtors will still and always be there for clients to guide them through the financial, legal, and community complexities of buying and selling a home, protecting and promoting their best interest. NAR will continue to provide guidance and resources at competition.realtor. Also, check out realestatecommissionfacts.com. It is a resource that provides a concise overview of how real estate commissions work and benefit consumers. VBR also offers these resources through our own website, vbr.net. And we work to educate the consumer through a public-facing page called Why Use a Realtor. You can contact the VBR with questions or concerns. You may also contact NAR's legal team with questions specific to a lawsuit at NAR governance at nar.realtor.